Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, Meetings Assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses. I hope all of you are doing well. In this new video, we are going to prepare for the Let's Be Better Teachers section for the week of March 10th to 16th. I hope this will be very helpful for many of you. Let's begin. Let's start with, start conversations. House to house. The person shows interest when the invitation to the memorial is given. Hello, good morning. We are visiting our neighbors to give them a special invitation. Soon, people all over the world will gather for an important event, the memorial of Christ's death. Here is your invitation. Hands the invitation. Oh, thank you. What is it exactly about? It is an annual gathering where we remember Jesus' sacrifice and what it means to us. As you will see on the invitation, it will be on, date, at, place/time. The special thing is that on that same day, millions of people around the world will be gathered for the same reason. That's interesting. What do you do in the meeting? It's a short program where we explain, based on the Bible, why Jesus' death is so important and how it benefits us all. We also follow the model he established at the Last Supper with his disciples. I've never heard of something like this. I know that Jesus died for us, but I didn't know it was commemorated in this way. Yes, and in fact, he himself asked us to remember him in this way. There is a verse in the Bible where he mentions it. Would you like to see it? Yes, sure. Opens the Bible to Luke 22:19 and reads or shows the verse, "Keep doing this in remembrance of me." Jesus wanted us to never forget what he did for us, *. That's very nice. Do you believe that his death has a meaning beyond the forgiveness of sins? Yes, his death also opened the way to a wonderful future. The Bible promises that, thanks to his sacrifice, there will be a world without suffering or pain. In fact, there is a verse in Revelation 21. For that explains it very well. That sounds very interesting. I've never thought of it that way. If you would like to learn more, we would be happy to come back another day and talk more about what the Bible says about Jesus' sacrifice and its purpose. Yes, I'd like that. Also, I'm interested in attending the memorial. That's great. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. If you want, we can go together or I can help you find the exact location. That would be great. Thank you so much. Publisher, thank you. I hope to see you there. Have a nice day. Now let's move on to, start conversations. Informal preaching. Invite a friend to the memorial. Scenario: the publisher runs into an acquaintance at the supermarket, on the street, or at work. The person seems relaxed and has time to talk. Hey, name. Great to see you. How have you been? Hi, I'm good, thanks. And you? I'm good, thank God. Great to see you. Hey, I just wanted to mention something. Did you know that soon millions of people around the world will gather to remember Jesus' death? Oh, really? No, I didn't know. What's it about? It's a special event that happens once a year. It's called the Memorial of Jesus' Death. It's a very important occasion because we remember the love he showed for humanity and what his sacrifice means for us. That sounds interesting. I've always thought that Jesus' death was very important, but I didn't know there was a special meeting to remember it. Yes, and in fact, he himself asked us to do it. Look what he said in Luke 22:19, takes out the Bible or phone and reads, "Keep doing this in remembrance of me." He wanted us to never forget his sacrifice and what he offers us. That makes sense. But what exactly do you do in that meeting? It's a simple and respectful meeting. There is a talk based on the Bible that explains the purpose of Jesus' death and how it benefits us. We also follow the model of the Last Supper that Jesus had with his disciples. And does it take a long time? No, it's a short program, about an hour. It's held in a quiet setting, and there are no collections or anything like that. It's just a special moment to reflect on what Jesus did for us. That sounds nice. But what does Jesus' death mean to you? It's a great display of love. Thanks to his sacrifice, we can have the hope of a better future. In fact, the Bible promises something beautiful in Revelation 21:4, takes out the Bible or phone and reads, "He will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more, neither will mourning nor outcry nor pain be any more." It's a very hopeful promise, don't you think? Yes, I like that idea. Sometimes the world seems like a mess, and it would be nice to believe that there's hope. Exactly. That's why we'd love for you to come. Here's an invitation with the date, time, and place. Hands the invitation. Thank you. I'll see if I can go. I'd love to see you there. If you want, we can go together or I can help you find the place. That's okay, I'll think about it. Thanks for the invitation. You're welcome. See you soon. Now let's move on to, explain your beliefs. Skit. Topic: Why don't Jehovah's Witnesses celebrate Easter Sunday? Scenario: a Jehovah's Witness is talking to a friend or acquaintance at work, school, or in the neighborhood. The person mentions Easter and seems interested in the response. Hey, Easter Sunday is coming up. Don't you celebrate it? That's right, we don't celebrate it, but not because we don't believe in Jesus or his resurrection. In fact, for us, Jesus' resurrection is fundamental. That surprises me. I thought you didn't celebrate it because you didn't believe in it. That's a common misconception, but the truth is, we do believe in Jesus' resurrection. In fact, without the resurrection, the Christian faith wouldn't make sense. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 15:3, for that his resurrection is a fundamental part of the message we preach. That makes sense. But then, Why don't you celebrate Easter like other Christians? The main reason is that Jesus didn't command us to commemorate his resurrection, but his death. Before dying, he himself said in Luke 22:19, "Keep doing this in remembrance of me." He gave us a clear instruction about what to remember. But the resurrection is important too, right? Of course. And we mention it a lot in our preaching because it's key to our hope. But when it comes to a special celebration, we follow Jesus' command and commemorate his death, as he asked. But Easter is also about remembering Jesus, right? Yes, but many of its customs don't come from the Bible. For example, in some countries, eggs and rabbits are used, which come from ancient fertility rites. There are also practices that come from ancient religions. God asks us in the Bible to give him exclusive devotion and not mix true worship with practices that he doesn't approve. I've never thought of it that way. But isn't it a bit strict not to celebrate Easter? It's understandable that you see it that way. For many people, Easter is a special time with family. We also value those moments, but we enjoy them in a different way, without relying on specific holidays. And what do the children do? Many enjoy Easter. That's true, but we make an effort to ensure our children are happy all the time, not just on specific dates. We spend time with them, teach them values, and help them be happy children without depending on celebrations. Well, it's interesting to hear another point of view. Although I still celebrate Easter, I respect that you do it differently. And we really appreciate that. We also don't judge those who celebrate it. The Bible encourages us to explain our beliefs with respect and kindness, as it says in 1 Peter 3:15. Thanks for taking the time to explain it to me. It gave me a lot to think about. I'm glad you see it that way. And if you ever want to talk more about the Bible, I'd be happy to do so. Well, these were the examples of the presentations for the Let's Be Better Teachers section for this week. I hope it's very helpful to all my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah bless and protect you always.